I'm so excited to start a new year of podcasting with you guys. I know I missed November and December. I had some life stuff going on. That doesn't matter. I'm back now and I'm ready with a whole new batch of episodes. What are you thankful for? What are you grateful for? What are your goals for 2026? That's all the stuff we're going to talk about here in this episode. So stay tuned. Hello. My name is Kevin Nunez, and I want to welcome you back to another episode of the Advocacy Life Podcast and blog. This, of course, is the podcast. Disability and death are the only two certainties in life. There is a misconception in our world that disability will not affect everyone, when the fact is it's the opposite. It affects all of us. So let's bridge those gaps together in a fun, conversational style. Thanks for your time, and hope you enjoyed the episode. I can't believe it's 2026, guys. Like, where did the last year go? It, flew by. Anyway, out with the old, in with the new, right? It's time for a whole new batch of episodes. Time for a whole new life experiences. All together, thank you for the time. Before I get into the meat of the episode, which is gratitude and goals, let's get the housekeeping out of the way. First off, in this new year, people really like the blog, so I'll go back to posting the blog once a week on Wednesdays. The community blog, that'll still be out Wednesdays. The newsletter will still be there twice a month, starting in January again. I had to take a month or so off with some family stuff. Basically we got a kitchen redone, and the kitchen remodel just took way too long. And by the time I was able to sit down and record episodes, it was already December. So I figured, you know what? Let's take some time, make some good quality episodes here with real transcripts and real subtitles, so we have quality over quantity, right? Speaking of quality over quantity, what I'm gonna do is, instead of trying to rush out 4 episodes a month, I'm gonna cut that in half and give you 2 podcasts a month instead of 4, just to have that quality one-on-one connection with you guys. Still gonna try to really post more on Instagram. That's one of my goals for this year. Goals and gratitude, they kind of go hand in hand, because we're never grateful for what we have. We're always trying to strive for what we don't have. Do a podcast because it seems kind of dumb, right? And early on, if you knew me way back in 2018, 2017, I had a really bad, sketchy even, podcast episodes, because it was just me and the cell phone, and they were all just kind of sketchy. So, just to have this evolve into a fully fleshed out podcast, is amazing to me. And yes, it's growing every year, slowly but surely. So I'm just thankful for just God and the way He's moved this slowly but surely. 2, family, just because without family, literally none of this would be possible. I'm not Charlie DeMeo. I don't know how long it takes my dad to set up all my podcast stuff. It takes forever to set up podcast stuff. So I need to just thank him and my stepdad, my mom, my cousins, my little brother, and my grandparents, the ones that are behind me, encouraging me just to keep on producing this for you guys. Because it takes my dad about 40 minutes or so just to set this up with a ring light and all that stuff. So just thank you to all of them. And friends, because honestly, I only started podcasting to send stuff to my friends. And the fact that this has grown now to, at least on the subscriber page for the website, 200 subscribers on the website alone. Not even like across like Spotify or Apple or none of that stuff. Literally just the website. We have subscribed to theadvocacylife.com, which by the way now I own the domain to the Advocacy Life. So it's theadvocacylife.com. Check that out. So that's number one gratitude thing. Number two is gonna sound really dumb, but I'm thankful for health. Just because last 2024, I was sick for about 6 whole months. Like from June to December, I was pretty much had some viral infection that would not go away with anything. It was just there constantly. Coughing, hacking. It was no fun. Like literally 2024 was kind of like 2 years. Before June and after June. After June, there pretty much was nothing. And 2025 was the first year in about, I'd say 5 years, that I didn't have any surgeries. I didn't have any major, like, urgent health things. I didn't have to go to the hospital at all. Which, if you have a disability, that's kind of a big deal to have a whole year without not going to a hospital of any kind. Yes, the regular checkups and all that kind of stuff. But no, like, hospitalizations, no, like, weird medications. No, like, oh my god, what is that moment of we have to go take care of this now kind of thing. So just thankful for health in that aspect. And the last thing I'm grateful for is the little small things, the little connections I made. Last year, at the very end of last year, I was approached by someone at a state function who turned out to be someone who was on the transition team for Governor-Elect Mikey Sherrill. And they wanted me to send in a resume to hopefully possibly be on her staff. As of this recording, as of December 2nd, 2025, by the time you hear this, I'll know if I got the position or not. So feel free to ask it in the comments. Fingers crossed. So again, just thankful for those little connections because you never know where they could lead. Goals for 2026, which is just crazy to say. I want to finish my third book, which is the conclusion to the Living Beyond Disability book series. I know I'm not going to be a bestseller, and that's fine. But I like the idea every book I publish kind of growing more and just telling the story more of my story and disability awareness in general. This last book is the culmination of all my thoughts, all my feelings on disability policy. This one is very, very disability policy focused in a fun way, kind of introducing younger advocates to disability policy because we really need to focus and understand what actually is disability policy instead of just whining about don't take away my Medicaid. Yes, advocate by all means, but make sure when you're advocating you don't look like Little Orphan, Oliver. Please, sir, may I have more? I know we need certain things as people with disabilities, but we need to have the right skills to know how to advocate. So this book is literally like Disability 101 for self-advocates. I wrote a book that I wish I would have had as a young advocate. Put it that way. That's goal number one, to have that done and out in stores, out on Amazon by the end of 2026. Second goal, and I'm pleased to be able to do this, where I obviously don't have a lot of money at all because you can't have a disability. But I actually have enough money saved up now where I can buy new clothes, which sounds really stupid, but and dumb to some folks. But I lost a lot of weight over the years, like a lot of weight, like 30 pounds, and it really wasn't becoming of me. So I had to just let that go, literally. And now I have enough where I can just buy my own clothes and like go to the store or go to Amazon and get what I need to get, which is an amazing small victory. And I don't think us as people with disabilities celebrate our victories enough. So I'm celebrating this year. I'm going to buy new clothes. I'm gonna buy new shirts, new pants, and new suit jackets to look more presentable. Cause usually when I'm, out and about, I have like 4 suits I wear, but I wear them. I'm a guy, so I can rotate them. But it's nice to actually be able to buy more clothes and not just the same ones I've worn since high school. It's nice to have a reason to buy new clothes. One amazing thing is a lot of people don't know this. I'll put the link in the show notes. There are these shoes called Billy shoes, spelled just like the name, Billy. They actually open up, so you can put your orthotic in the shoe without any problem. It is the most accessible shoe I've ever found in my life. And of course they're a little bit pricey because it's an accessibility thing. But the fact that I'm able to just say, you know what, I'm gonna buy these shoes for both me and my brother is amazing. So I'm just excited to be able to buy shoes for myself. Because as you know, when you have a disability, it's the little things that drive me crazy. And always, when I got new orthotics, every 4 or 5 years, it would be a battle to find new shoes that A, would look presentable, and B, that were comfortable when I kill my feet all day. And a regular person doesn't have just one pair of shoes, they have multiple. So I'm happy to be able to this year be able to purchase new shoes for both my brother to actually have presentable shoes to wear instead of the same shoes we've worn literally since high school. We literally have one pair of shoes that we call our dress shoes that I bought back in high school that I've worn over and over again. And we bought them, they were so big because we didn't want to have to buy them again, that they look like clown shoes in a way. And nobody notices it. So that's my second thing. My second goal for 2026 is buy new stuff and new clothes. My last goal for 2026 is I want to make, again, this sounds stupid to a regular person, but again, to a person with a disability, it's a big deal. I want to make real friends and go out with friends more. Yes, I have colleagues and I love my colleagues. But again, there's a difference between a colleague and a friend. A friend is someone you go grab a beer with. I don't have that. A friend is someone you can call every day. I have great colleagues, I have great friends, I have great family, but no friend I can talk to every day because people have lives and stuff. So yes, I love podcasting, yes, I love blogging, but the idea of having a conversation with someone even like once or twice a week, like a real like verbal conversation would mean a lot, because I lack that social component of just talking to someone. Yes, I have a brother. He's my great brother and arguably my best friend. But it's still, I kind of live with my brother. It's kind of dumb talking to your brother all the time. So again, my goal for 2026 is to have that one real, like, close friend. I have friends, but they all live like thousands of miles away. And we just don't talk like we used to because they live thousands of miles away. That's it for this episode. I said I should end each episode with a fun fact. And for this episode, I want to end with a fun fact of I love wrestling. People don't realize that. I'm gonna give you guys my top 3 matches of all time. These are in no way like official. But Hulk Hogan versus Ultimate Warrior, WrestleMania 6, best match by far, in my opinion, ever. Just 2 iconic figures, head to head. Both had charisma and style and pizzazz, the whole 9 yards. Yes, I know Ultimate Warrior had drug issues, and Hulk Hogan had political leanings that were not always favorable. Whatever. I mean, strictly the show of them having a great match. None of that was an issue in WrestleMania 6. They were just putting on a show. Second match ever, beginning to end, all-time favorite. WrestleMania 3, Randy Savage versus Ricky Dragon Steamboat. Best match ever. Good guy versus bad guy. Complete story beginning to end. Check it out. And last one, Sasha Banks versus Bayley. NXT TakeOver Brooklyn. Best female match. Forget female. Literally best match ever, back and forth all the way through. Tons of spots, tons of this, tons of that. So do yourself a favor, check out those 3 matches. Even if you're not a wrestling fan, those are 3 matches that will make you into a wrestling fan, I guarantee it. That's it for this episode. Please like and subscribe, all that good stuff. See you soon. Wow, you guys, what a great episode that was. At least for me. Was it for you? If you liked it, please do me a favor. Click the like, click the subscribe. It takes you 2 seconds, and it really, really helps me out. Second, please share this and tell a friend. If you want more content, I've got a free blog that comes out once a week on Wednesdays, starting in January. And you want more content, I published 2 books called Living Beyond Disability. It's a book series on Amazon. Check them out. They're all in the description below. If you want more content, I'm on Instagram, Facebook, Thread, all that good stuff. They're all in the description below. I've got a PayPal and a Cash App if you want to donate directly. No big deal, just if you want to support. Thank you guys for all the help. Keep on rolling. Keep on living.